everybody, welcome back to the Little Shop of Hoarders, the PDX Picker channel. I'm Chris. It is a cold and rainy day, which is why you're hearing all that pick, 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 pick on the roof. I apologize in advance, but we're gonna pull some orders of sold for me on eBay and Poshmark and talk about what's been going on over the past few days. So let's go ahead and get started. A really good sales week. We're just continuing to have a nice, solid second week of December. The first week was not that great, but the second week was really good. Start off with a very good sale from Goodwill. I can't remember exactly when I picked this up, but it wasn't too long ago. Whoa, the whole rack almost fell down there. This is a Kokatat. Pretty sure that's how you say that. Kokatat kayaking, like a dry jacket. I say kayaking because it is, I think, primarily used by kayakers. Here is the logo, or whatever, Kokatat right there. And it says it inside on the tag, because there is no tag back here. The only tag is on the inside. You'll have to take my word for it. But anyway, that's sold for $47 plus shipping, and I picked that up for $9.99 at Goodwill. So they have a bunch of different models of jackets. They're all high-end. Definitely worth picking up if you see them out there. I don't think it took more than about a month to sell, so that was good. Speaking of things that did not take a month to sell, it took much, much longer. I don't have any idea why I picked this up. Maybe when I comped it, it looked better at the time. I don't know, but this is a bowling ball that I bought for $5. Pretty sure I bought it for $5. Let me set this camera down to get it. You know, now that I look at it, I can see why I bought it. It looks like it's a really nice bowling ball. Sold for $17 plus shipping, but that's a Columbia 300, which I think they've been making those for ever and ever, but this is a semi-more recent one. And I don't know, yeah, I'm sure I comped it. It's nice shape, just a couple of scratches and stuff. But anyway, bought it for $5, only sold for $17. I have sold about, I think this is my third bowling ball, and I'm not gonna run out and buy any more bowling balls. They obviously take up a lot of space, and heavy. Easy to ship at least, but. This took a lot longer to sell than I thought, and it had to go in my sale. Still made an okay profit for it. It's a Solo stove, like a personal, I don't know why I'm calling it personal. It's like a tabletop one. There we go. Here it is right here. It's the Mesa. It's that green color on there, new in the package. Paid $12.99 for it at Goodwill, and it took at least 90 days, so probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 or 5 months is how long it took to sell. And it sold for $37.46. Assuming that is a Christmas present for somebody. Maybe not, but anyway. New those sell for about, like if you're gonna buy it from, you know, Target or whatever, they sell for about, I think, $50 or $60. This is the Mesa. I guess there's a Mesa XL, which probably is the more popular one. I went out sourcing today, so I went out last night and had some pretty good luck. I'd say definitely some good luck at the Goodwill that I don't go to too often. Then I went to my favorite thrift store today, and I had just moderate luck. No home runs, just a lot of mid-grade, you know, $30, $40, $50 things. Then I went to another Goodwill, and same kind of thing. I don't know, I bought these Adidas shoes that are samples, not for resale. Who knows, so those could be $80 shoes or something. But kind of surprised that it was so good last night. And then normally Fridays are the days where at least at my favorite thrift store, where they restock stuff, and they weren't restocking things today. I don't know what that was all about. But because of that, there were a lot of bare spots on the shelves. So, but that does bring to mind something that I think is important for y'all to remember. Maybe not for this year. I mean, there's still a couple weeks left. before the whale will have time to do this, but it's December, and so what that means oftentimes is people are thinking of taxes because you know, end of the tax year at the end of the calendar year, and a lot of people up their donations around this time of year, not only cash donations but also clothing donations and things like that. So a lot of times your thrift stores at this time of the year are going to be flush with pretty good inventory because people are going to be trying to donate as much as they can before the end of the year. So if you don't normally shop at thrift stores, if you do normally shop at thrift stores, you're just going to notice it automatically. But if you don't normally shop at thrift stores, maybe at least give it a shot at this time of year. I would say usually the whole month of December, and then maybe like the first week or so in January, because there will be a big influx of donations right up until December 31st, and then it'll take sometimes about a week for the thrift stores to get them priced and put out onto the floor and onto the shelves. But the downside to that is then there's actually a big crater in the thrift store inventory starting around the second week of January and in all the way through, I'd say probably February. People are hardly donating anything because those that wanted to donated it at the end of the last, or before the end of the year. So if you do go thrifting, take advantage of the time period with all the extra donations that are being done. So like I said, if you haven't gone out there, consider it at least this time of year for at least 1 or 2 times. This is the big item sale of the day. These are the Liturgy of the Hours 4-volume set. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Picked these up at a yard sale that was at a assisted, or not assisted living, but like a retirement home type of place. And these were only $1 each, so I paid $4 for all those. And that sold for $149.95. Didn't take very long to sell. I probably listed it about a month ago. So one more time, it's the Liturgy of the Hours, and it's like a Catholic religious book series. They have a super good sell-through rate, and they sell for a lot of money. So if you happen to come across one of those, go ahead, definitely pick it up because they are good ones. These are this is leather bound. I know it's definitely not leather bound. But anyway, this particular version came out in 1975. So I don't know how many others there are, but like other versions. But that was a good one. I found this at the Goodwill outlet, and probably also another Christmas item would be my guess. Christmas gift. This is a soft surroundings shawl, I guess you would call it. New with tags. Got this at the Goodwill outlet, so probably spent about $1.25 or so on it because it's not very heavy. It's called the Most Wonderful Wrap. So soft surroundings is I don't know if it's a bolo, but it's interesting because they went out of business maybe a year and a half ago or so, maybe even longer. I think they had a little bit of I think they were pretty popular, but whatever. Not popular enough to stay in business. So anyway, the sell-through rate on these is pretty good. This is the Most Wonderful Wrap, new with tags there. And that sold for $39.90, free shipping. Super light, so hopefully I can get in under the 1 pound rate on that one and pay hopefully about $6.75 or so for the shipping. But that was a nice little sale. It's always nice to find new with tags items at the Goodwill outlet. Rare, but very nice when that does happen. My son has a lacrosse tournament this weekend, the last tournament of the fall. Yeah, I guess it is still fall for another week. Ugh. So cold, I feel like it's been winter for weeks and weeks and weeks. But it's supposed to be very wet, pretty cold. So that's not very, I'm not looking forward to that. But I think it'll be a fun tournament because it's a little bit different format. It's like playing a different version of lacrosse than normal. Fewer people, more fast-paced, so that'll be kind of fun. This sold here on this was my Poshmark sale of the day. It's a Prana women's small pullover. I paid up for it. I paid $9.99 at Goodwill. Hemp Cozy Up crew neck is the particular model of it, or whatever you want to call it, style of it. Sold for $21 on Poshmark, and that was in my, I think that was in my 40% off sale on eBay. So I've had that listed for more than 6 months. But thankfully when I run sales on eBay, I don't discount them on the other platforms. So that was still listed at full price of $24 or $25 or whatever it was. And then when somebody offered me $21, I definitely accepted it. And because on eBay it was listed for $14.37 or something. Yeah, $14.37. So that was again another nice benefit of cross listing. Is sometimes even when items are on sale on eBay, they're still listed full price elsewhere. I actually had a bummer of a situation where I sold something, a pair of like snowboard boots for I think $90 on Poshmark, but I had already sold them on eBay for $30. So sometimes it kind of works in reverse, and you get bummed out because you realize, oh shoot, I could have sold that for way more on the other platform. But it was nice to sell it, and yeah, I'm not super high on Prana right now, unless I'm getting it probably at the Goodwill outlet. It is not selling for a ton of money, and the thrift stores around me, I think it's like the highest end of luxury brands or something, because they'll price it up minimum of $10, sometimes higher, 15 a lot of times. So this next item that sold, not a great one, not a good one at all, to be honest. I bought these on Whatnot a while ago because at the time they were selling for about $90, and I bought these new. Emma. So they're selling for about $90 online, and I bought these. I paid $38 for these, including the shipping. Well, I don't know what happened, if it was I got the wrong size or what, but these are a men's size 13. They're fun. So it's these Toy Story Woody Crocs, and you know, new in the box, men's size 13. So each one is a little bit different. This one says Woody and his sheriff's badge, but only sold those for $47.97 on eBay because they were in my sale, and basically going to break even on those is the moral of that story. So I might make a little tiny bit of money, but not much at all. So that was frustrating. At least I got my money back, because that's kind of spendy. I would not normally spend $38, and like it was right when I started experimenting with sourcing on Whatnot, and yeah, if I was to be in that auction today, I would not have bid on those. So just another lesson learned along the way. This vintage razor sold. This is a really cool, it's called the Gillette Black Beauty. The Gillette Super Adjustable Black Beauty from 1970. You can see there's like a dial on the top here that you can turn to adjust it. I guess maybe the length of the razor or something. Anyway, paid in this big lot of shaving items, paid $4.66 for that, and that sold for $26.16. It was on sale, plus shipping on that one. Or actually, somebody sent me an offer for that. It was on sale for $31.16, and then they sent me an offer for $26.16. I'm not having too much success selling these, so that was a nice, good profit on that one compared to some of the other ones that I've been selling. This next item, I took a chance on it. I bought it with a bunch of other cool old vintage stuff, and this one didn't turn out to be nearly as good as some of the other ones. I bought a lot of really good things at this sale. This one was not one of the better ones. So it's this right here. Paid $5 for it. Parts only. It's a Tayo Porsche from, I want to say, the 70s. parts only, so, or you could display it like this. Looks good from that side. Over here where is it? Yeah, this side where we got a weird wheel on the back there. I think it's the tire itself is missing from it, but this is, you put batteries in it, and I didn't even test it because I highly doubt it works. So that is the Big Machine Porsche Bump and Go race car by Tayo. That was in good condition, working condition. This can go for some really good money. But anyway, it sold for $14.96 plus shipping. So still, I made a profit. Not too bad. This next item I bought when I was in, I forgot the box. I hate when I forget the box. What's in the box? 20. When I was in a little bit of a Toys R Us kick, I would buy a lot of things, especially at the Goodwill outlet, that were Toys R Us branded or had some sort of Toys R Us relation, just from the nostalgia piece, as well as the fact that they sell okay. Some of the Toys R Us related things do. This one was all right. So, I probably paid about 90 cents for it. It's this cool Beagle or Basset Hound, I can't remember, one of the two, but it's a Toys R Us Animal Alley, sold exclusively at Toys R Us. And that sold for $8.95 plus shipping. Yeah, Basset Hound or Beagle. I'm gonna say that's supposed to be a Basset Hound because of the droopy eyes. But anyway, I'll show you the tag here. Only at Toys R Us Animal Alley. Doesn't have a year on it, but I don't think it's that old. Moral of the story: I wouldn't run out and buy those if you're looking for something to buy. Again, especially at the Goodwill outlet, lots of times if I just find something that has any sort of sell-through rate and is in okay condition, I'll buy it. But that was my old strategy. Not doing that anymore. Last item of the day, B1 tunnel rats. Picked up a lot of these for $4, I think. It was $8 each. Yeah, I think it was $8 each, so I guess these are about $2 a piece. Is this it? No, must be this one. Yeah. So it's these little model kit pieces by a company called Bravo 6. These are two Vietnam War figures. The U.S. tunnel rats. You see that on there? Yeah. Originally this was $36.95 at CRM Hobbies. And I sold that one for $39 free shipping. So these are not super common. And I think this Bravo 6 company was just some small company. I mean, their email address on here is bravo6figures@gmail.com. And I don't think it's an American company. I think it might be a Russian company. Anyway, not a lot of those listed, but a decent number of those sell. So paid $2 for those, and those sold for $39 free shipping. So not too bad. I've got, I think, 6 more of them. So hopefully those start selling more and more. But at least at this point now, I'm 100% in the profit. Several of the other ones, I think all the other ones, are more like the $24 to $27 range. So I think that was, for whatever reason, one of the more expensive ones. And thankfully, that one sold first. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you did, and consider subscribing to my channel. And good luck with all of your reselling ventures out there. So we'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.